Thank you for tuning in. If you're wondering what this pile of stuff over my shoulder is all about, well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, if you've been to my channel before, you know I'm all over the page. If you are new to my channel, what my channel's about really is, after almost 73 years of punching a clock, I finally retired some time ago, and what my channel is about is a variety of activities that I spend my time doing with my newly found free time. Sometimes I'm hiking, sometimes I'm climbing a mountain, sometimes backpacking. I might just be working in my yard or helping my wife with her reselling business, and that's what we're going to talk about today, because she resells on eBay and she has a little store in a weekend indoor flea market. And what we just did the last 2 days is her and I went out thrifting, and we went hunting for value. We went to 3 different sales. One sale was a retirement center that semi-annually has a yard sale, garage sale, whatever you want to call them, rummage sale. And another one was a neighborhood block sale, and the other one was a church rummage sale. So we went to 3 sales, and we picked up 108 items for $121. So what this video is going to be about is I'm going to review what we've done. Kind of reminds me of when I was a kid and your mom told you to go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. So that's what this is about. I'm going to show you some of my favorite items as I dig through this pile. Some of it's piled up on this table, some of it is stacked around over there, and some of it's over here, some of it's here. Without any more chatter from me, let me show you what we found. I decided that it'd be too hard to dig through that whole pile, so I'm just going to stage little sections and go through some of the favorite things I found in our pile and kind of give you an overview of what we got for our $121. So let's start with my favorite category for some reason is hoodies, because I like listing them. They're easy to list and easy to sell, and I also wear a lot of hoodies. Very, very good outfit. This one we found, picked it up, name is Champion, size large. That's a pretty good pickup, I think. Here we picked up the 2018 World Series Champion Cubs hoodie. I think it's a 2XL, and yeah, I found that one and I had to pick it up. Tammy found this one, NFL equipment, New England Patriots, nice hoodie. Got a little flaw there, but the rest of it's in really good shape. Really heavy duty, thick hoodie, thick cotton. I found this little Adidas hoodie with it's embroidered here. I think it's vintage. I think that ought to sell. Now this is not in the hoodie department, but I really like this. I picked it up. This is a really thick Columbia quarter zip, nice size, XL, seems like a 2XL, in really good shape. Got little elbow patches, got a little flaw there, but who knows. This is really a nice looking. I know Columbias are almost a dime a dozen, but this one, I haven't seen one like this a lot, so happy with. There's more in the hoodie pile, but those are my top hoodies, I guess. And over here we got a pile of jeans and long sweats, Levi's. I don't know what kind that is. Tammy found those. She knows more about jeans than I do. So she picked up some jeans. I picked up some pretty good sized men's sweats. The one pair of jeans that I did pick up that is kind of unique, and Tammy explained it to me, that this pair of Levi's is probably worth more than most. And there, it's a, let's see, 506. 506. There was something she was explaining to me about the tag that I can't remember. But she thought these might be worth more than the average Levi's. And they certainly are unique because I don't know if it's a School of Mines or Michigan or somebody, but somebody painted these up for homecoming or something. And they like Sam and Cole, and they like Mommy, and they say go blue. So that, oops, go blue. That could be School of Mines, could be Michigan, I guess, or any other school with an M and blue is their color. Okay, I know, as usual, I am moving the thing too fast and I'm shooting too high. So I'm going to try to pay attention to what I'm doing. I get carried away. The phone or the camera is not always in the right order. Up behind us here is our footwear purchases. I found these Nike golf shoes. Looks like they're in pretty good shape. I think they're a little vintage. There I go, messing with the camera. I think they're a little vintage. I couldn't even find that model number. And then Tammy found these golf shoes. Very nice shape, and they even come with a shoehorn thing for your shoes. Pair of Brooks running shoes. Pretty normal stuff. Then these Clarks. Don't look like they've touched the ground much. Those are nice. These Tammy found. I don't know exactly anything about those, but they're really cool. Look, they got a zipper and they got good pizzazz. Those ought to sell. I grabbed these right away because they're like that Grey Goose look-alike, but they're still got a little pizzazz. And somebody should want them. We'll be able to make a good deal on those. More Reese's. These shoes got the number 1921 engraved in the leather. The name is Freeman. They don't look like they've been used at all. They're really nice. Tammy picked up those heavy-duty boots. I think their name is Brahmas. They got a Brahma bull on the logo. They gotta be good. Let's check them out a little. Yeah, they look in good shape. Been used a little, but there's a lot of life left in those boots. Somebody will want those. And I found these cute little, I guess, cowgirl boots. Good looking boot, got a little bling on the back. The bottom's not even hardly worn. And the interior of them, let's get the light right, has leopard skin. Leopard skin interior. Should be somebody would want those nice looking boots. So there, oh, I almost forgot probably the best footwear that she bought. Let's see if I can get there. Got the box even. I think there's some vintage. Box says Bauer ice skates. Nice condition, so we got those. So there's a few of our pants, hoodies, and footwear. Now let's dig something else out of the pile. Well, on to another section. Can you even believe that, I'm even starting to not believe, that everything I'm showing in this video we bought for a total of $121. So I guess we'll call this section the coat and bag section. This sweater is not really a coat, but it's really cool. It's a nice sweater. Decent name, Eddie Bauer XL. So that's in our coat pile. This coat is a home run. Tammy found this. Yeah, $1? Really? Really? It's a Carhartt medium hooded canvas coat with fleece lining, snaps and zips, and shouldn't need to say more about that. That might pay for half of our purchases right there, maybe more. Then right underneath it, she found this. Woolrich. Don't know the size, but we'll figure it out. Very feels like wool. I'll dig deeper, but man, it's a nice zip up top. Boy, that's a good looking outfit there. That will help us return some of our investment for sure. And then she found this. She was telling me there that she thinks this is a vintage name line. It's really a, you know, the old Letterman's jacket style. Has some company's logo for safety on a safety award. That is a nice pickup. Boy, I like that one. I like all of these. And then I don't know much about these next two coats. They're like heavy nylon-y lined winter coats. This one is made by Bauer, and this is always a good sign. Made in the USA. That helps them sell. And there's one made by Galls that she picked up. Just a nice winter coat. So that's the coat section. Up above us here, I'm going to call it the bag section, I guess. Nice little backpack. Would be good for back to school. Another backpack. Northwest Territory. Got nice little mountainous logos on it. Lots of compartments, of course. That'd be a good back to school thing. This little net deal, she got it. It's a stretchy net. It'll probably end up in our Go Fast camper just to store things. It's got a few more pockets, always helpful. I'm gonna reach over here and get the deal of the day. We got American flags, wooden posts, 5 of them. Whoops, be careful. 5 of them. Out of the free box at one of the yard sales. Gotta like that for a free item. Also over here, Tammy found these new in the bag, or new in the whatever you want to call it. Wool blend socks. Those will sell. I found this that needs cleaning, but it's a Columbia canvas like kit that you can store your things in and hang it up in the tent or in the Go Fast in our case. It's got 2 side compartments, several interior compartments, folds up, the classic Columbia logo on a leather strap. Needs a little cleaning. I can live with that. This purse, all I know is it's got Bazinga, whatever you call it. Tammy picked it up. She knows what it's all about. I don't. Looks like it still has a tag. Francesca's. Doesn't say how much. $58 new. I can see why she paid $1 for it. That's a good thing. I picked this up. I couldn't resist it. I don't think it's ever been used. It's a Levi's. It's got the classic little Levi's horses embroidered in right here. Got a nice handle. Still got the tag here. I can't see what it, the original price tag isn't on there, I guess. And it again is a like a travel kit where you can put a lot of things in it. So that's a good find. And then this, I'm sure she got it because it's handmade, crocheted purse. Probably a one of a kind. And this leather briefcase over here, she got for $1 at a yard sale. And a little story on the briefcase. She was over to pay the folks for the other things that we had. She had this hooked around her arm and basically was going to walk away. And then we realized it, and then she stopped herself and made sure to pay him the $1. I'm glad that we caught that, or she'd have drove back 10 miles if she had to pay them their $1, just the way it is. But yeah, that's a good find. And everybody's probably wondering about that guitar box over there. Well, there's a story that goes with that, and maybe I'll get to that after the next section. Well, this section has got some interesting items in it. Before we get started, I'm just going to move these out of the way. These are insulated coveralls. They'll be great when the season changes. Insulated coveralls that Tammy picked up. They're a little stained, definitely used. Made by Walls, and Price is Right, so we picked those up. I'll set those over here. This stack here is basically long sleeve shirts of whatever, different long sleeve shirts. I'll ramble through those. The first shirt is an LL Bean. The next one is kind of a pullover underwear top, LL Bean. Again, LL Bean, a lot like the first shirt, different color. LL Bean pullover, a lot like the other one, different color, good size. XL. This is a quarter zip long sleeve. Cinch is the manufacturer. I think that's got a nice little embroidered logo going on over here. This is kind of a small item, but it's an Eddie Bauer. It's got some charisma to it. That ought to sell. I couldn't resist these two sweatshirts. They're super heavy duty. And the company is White Mountain Traders, and I really couldn't find anything like that, but I couldn't resist them for the price. They are a large, and they seem a little bigger than that to me, but both of them are in good shape, thick, heavy duty, just a good, well-built sweatshirt. So that's what that pile is there. Now over here, I'm going to kind of move over and get my finger out of the camera. Picked this up because we live in South Dakota and we're big fans of South Dakota State University, and I couldn't resist this, of course. And I think it's kind of vintage because of the print. It's not print. It's like terry cloth. So that I found, and I really like that. This this all over print is, I think, super cool. Got to do with fish. It's got a good name. It's named let's see, I can't remember. Oh, spicy tuna. It's an XL. It's got fish all over, front and back. I don't know if that's a piranha or whatever it is. A tuna, I think, is what it might be. If anybody is watching this and knows, leave a comment. I think maybe that's a tuna, or maybe those are tuna. This next item we both saw at the same time, and we haven't even looked it up to see the value in it yet. This all over print, and probably won't see it on this, but there's a little bedazzle sparkles if you get the right light just right. It's made by Karen Hart's the name brand, and it's all over print, front and back, everywhere. I don't know, it has some sort of message on there. I'm sure somebody will want that. I've never ever seen one of those before. Now, I've seen these, but I of course had to pick this up because we're spending $1 on it. Levi's large button flap shirt, beautiful shape. Can't pass on that for $1. Here's a nice fishing shirt, a Wrangler, pearl snap, another pearl snap, panhandle slim, pearl snap, a work shirt that came with some sort of a looks like a Marine Corps button on it, or pin, and another work shirt, and a Wrangler shirt. And then here's another one that Tammy picked up. I'm not sure, but it's got really interesting sleeves. So this one, Tammy has a good eye. It's a Scully. That's why that'll sell. That will sell. And then we got another pearl snap. Don't know the brand, but I'm learning this business. I haven't even done it a year yet. Now, that's that pile of interesting items. What I got stacked up back here, pretty self-explanatory, old retro Coleman water jug. Those are always good sellers. Couldn't resist the NASCAR Busch Series clock. I'll have to put a battery in it and see if it works, but couldn't resist that. Pair of size 40 cargo shorts. I've done pretty good with big men shorts, so we got that. I missed these shoes in the last one. These were also a pickup that we got. Then let's see, what's the brand of these? These are JBU by Jambu. Then some hats. This hat, I bought a display while I was there, and when I went to get the display, this hat was on it, and I couldn't resist it. For $1, had to take it home. Nice floppy bucket hat, I guess, and it even has a snap, so you can snap it up on the sides, make it look like a cowboy hat. So we got that. Tammy liked this hat, reminded her of her grandpa, I think she said. Kind of a nice looking hat, got a nice liner. Tammy also picked this up, threw it in my bag. I wondered where it came from. She put it in there. This hat feels real heavy duty, and that's because it is somewhere 70% wool. Fitted XL hat. pretty good condition. One more hat and then a helmet. This hat's is in really nice shape, and why wouldn't you pick it up? Especially if you're a Broncos fan. Broncos Super Bowl champions. It's got the NFL logo on it. On the back, of course, had to say champions again, and then it has the Super Bowl 50 logo. The top here is like rubber, or resembles rubber, and it's got the 50 on the bill. I'm hoping whatever that is, it'll clean up, because the hat's really clean. Underneath it, it says champions, Super Bowl champions, over and over again. It's a new era hat, very good condition. And then last in this lot is, I couldn't resist this Harley Davidson helmet. I think that means 95th anniversary or something, I hope. Of course, it has the Harley Davidson logo on it. The anniversary thing again over there. It looks like it's in really good shape. The brand is something. Ride X. I haven't figured out the size just yet, but I'll get, oh, it's size XL. So it's good to know the size on everything, otherwise it's hard to market it. And I bet you're going to be able to guess how much I paid for it. Oh, that is that section. On to the next one. This is going to be, believe it or not, the final section, and I've kind of given an overview of everything we got when I get done with this section. And by golly, if you watched to this point, wow, thank you. Appreciate that. And it'd be really nice if you give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, it'd be really nice if you would. I guess that over 98% of the people that watch my videos do not subscribe, and I guess that's okay. But if you feel this is of some sort of value and would give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, ring a bell, or whatever you're supposed to do, that'd be nice too. But let's get on with it. Okay, so near the end, I'm still going, wow, I'm impressed with how far $121 goes. Now, this is again my South Dakota State Jackrabbits. It's a t-shirt, got the scary bunny on it. I have to pick that up for $1, I just do. Then more t-shirts. This one is Guy Harvey is I guess a famous artist, and I've sold some things with his stuff on it before, and this is a kind of a cool, he does underwater stuff as far as I know, maybe more than that, but that's the back of the Guy Harvey t-shirt. There's got to be a fisherman out there that would like to have that t-shirt, as well as this next one. It's got a nice little logo on the pocket. The brand is TSF, I guess. I don't know what that is. And the back of it has like a world map with, I can identify, see there's somebody's signature on that. I can't figure out. Somebody Robinson, Alan James Robinson. I suppose he's a famous artist, don't know. But this is a map of United States Gulf Coast, Florida. I think that's I don't know what it is. Anyway, so people that know fish can get in the comments and tell me what these fish all are. Tell me their names. A fisherman ought to like that. This just simply because I think it's really vintage. It's really dirty. I don't think it'll clean, but it's a Nike t-shirt, obviously, with air spelled on it, really strange. So we had to pick that up just because of that. And Nice red sweater for Christmas right here. Made by Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger golf shirt. I don't know. It's as hot as it is here today. I wouldn't wear that golfing. But it's in nice shape. Got like, I don't know what that is. Pleats. Good looking thing. Got the Tommy Hilfiger thing down here. I bet we can get more than $1 for it. And then an Under Armour quarter zip, just because it had some bazinga, but what I thought, well, I'll get that. And then I looked closer, and I don't know the story, but apparently a fan bought this at the NFL Combine. It's right on the front and the back of that. And just because I'm me, I got every now and then buy a Hawaiian shirt, of course. This one is kind of fun. It's got, of course, flowers, palm trees, sunsets. It even has a little boat going on there. It's size XXL. If it don't sell, I already got a buyer for it. That buyer would be me. And we missed a hoodie. Here's a nice camo full zip hoodie that I think Tammy found, and again, boy, made in the USA, muleskin hoodie, probably worth it. Now our miscellaneous items that one of them I ain't going to talk much about because all I know is she paid 50 cents for this, and I don't know what it is. Also, here's a Harley Davidson little miniature rubber boot. I walked by that and Tammy bought it because I didn't know what it was, and she figured it out. It's like a squeaky toy squeaky toy for dogs to chew on, so she picked that up. Back here is a really nice, probably vintage Coleman coffee pot. Tammy found that, and she explained to me that probably won't leave our house. And she come walking up with this bag of goat milk at one of the yard sales, and I went, what in the world is a goat milk? And she paid $1 for it. It's not expired. And she proceeded to show me how much they sell for on eBay. I went, hey, nice move. I'd have walked right by that. But we got some premium goat milk. And then she passed this up, but I had to get it for 50 cents. It's a cut and seal pampered, whoops, let me get you squared away here. A cut and seal pampered chef, I don't know, some sort of a cookie cutter. Knowing me, if I keep it, I'll use it to cut out something else. I don't know, maybe to make round eggs to go in a bun. That'd be a good idea. And then I couldn't pass on this either. I mean, yes, I know, it's an ice cream scoop, and I'm not supposed to eat ice cream. That's all right. I don't want it. I want to sell it to somebody that wants it. The reason I bought this, it just seemed so heavy duty. Like the steel, the mechanism is not cheesy. It just seemed heavy duty. It's a Myers Deluxe ice cream disher. And I just always liked, when I pick up quality, it's hard to let it go. And 50 cents, somebody's going to want to have that. Probably sell it for a profit, I'm going to guess. And then Harley Davidson cufflinks. I don't know how many people get dressed up to go ride their Harley, but I got some Harley Davidson cufflinks with a Harley Davidson logo on the little bag, and the little bag is, I think focusing, is genuine leather. So had to buy those for $1.50. I just couldn't resist. Then we're almost there. We're going to get to that guitar case here. Tell that story in just a minute. Last on this table is a whole box full of really unique old silverware. Not all the same design, but a variety of designs. Like this knife. That's pretty cool. I think the fork kind of goes with it. Hard to focus it. Some of them on the back say stainless steel. And we have a whole box full of them. I paid $4 for the whole box. I counted this as 4 items in my numbers because I know that she will itemize, separate those into matching sets or whatever, and then sell them as different lots. Now, for the story on the guitar case. I was leaving the senior center sale with 2 big bags of clothes, as you can see. And I went out to the car and she didn't come right back. She didn't come right out. She paid and didn't come back. So I waited there for a little while, and then there's another room with hard goods, not clothing. And so I waited, and she come walking out with a guitar case. And I said, gee, you bought a guitar. She says, well, no, I bought a guitar case. And I said, well, okay, cool. That'll look good up in your store, and we'll probably sell it. So then, there's more to this story. So then, let's see if I can do this from here. Then, there is a guitar. Where did that come from? Well, we went to the yard sale, the street-long yard sale next, and I saw this guitar across the street, and I said, well, wow, why don't I go see if I can buy that? And I did. $5. And heck, I don't know if it's worth $5 or not, but I had to get it because it fits in the guitar case. So we're going to take that up to her store and package it up and make it one person a deal. Now, the guitar is missing 3 strings, but there are 3 strings, so it just needs new strings. And it even has a name and a model number on the inside there, so I can look it up and figure out what it's truly worth later. So that's the guitar case and guitar story that y'all have been waiting for. So if you stayed all the way to this time for that guitar case story, boy, I thank you. This has been a fun shopping spree, and it's fun for me to go through what we bought. I was packing this all up to move it off of the patio, and when I was packing, I realized I forgot something. I also bought this pile of watches. The only one that I'm sure works is this Washington Huskies watch. I bought that one for $1.50, and I think I paid $6 for the rest of them. I might have made a bad deal, but they kind of caught my interest, some of them. I don't know if they work. Some of them sort of caught my interest. That one's kind of cool. It's got leopard. Oh, look at that Bazinga bling, whatever you call it. That's a cool looking watch. Here's another one with multiple. I don't know why I think that's cool, but I do. Leather strap. Anyway, got a whole bunch of watches. That one might not work after I did that. Anyway, I got a whole bunch of watches. Who knows? There was a Fossil watch in here somewhere. I think that's this one. Don't know if they're worth 1 cent or worth money, but there's my watches. After I completed filming all those items that we got in our shopping spree, I realized that I forgot 3 items. One is this cubicle storage bin that I got here in the garage. And the nice thing about this little storage bin is it's on wheels. And I can store a lot of camping gear or whatever down in there. Also, this Pampered Chef deep dish baker. She picked that up. So that was another thing that I haven't mentioned. And then there is a some sort of glassware item that she already took to her store with her. So that's 3 more items that we got in our $121 shopping spree. Well, thanks for watching, and there is my review of a pile of love. we had fun finding it, and once again we spent $121 and got 108 items. And now my mission, should I decide to accept it, is to see if we can get this sold either on eBay or if Tammy can sell it at her store, and see if we can make some money out of this to supplement my retirement income. It's out there, and let's go get it.